was clear from pretty early on that romance was going to be a main theme of the show. I don't think we ever particularly discussed it because it was so obvious.
And also the other thing is that we saw how much the fans just absolutely lapped it up around the world. That, as we said at the time, what we're doing here is not terribly much about sex. It's very much an old-fashioned kind of romance. And little did we know, or perhaps you'll say you did know, but everyone had told you that it was out of fashion. But I think we didn't know, old-fashioned romance was going to be so popular for an audience right around the world who've been rather starved of that kind of thing.
I always wanted Anna and Bates to be in love with each other and for it to be a slow burn romance, because part of the key of Bates is how hard it is for him to express his feelings. I wanted, again from very early on, to define Anna as, if you like, a wholly sympathetic character.
You really have, as a sort of disabled man coming into that environment, most of the other characters have a fairly negative view about him. In the servants' hall corridor, when he walks in...
Hello?
She just has that, it's just a little smile, isn't it, and being kind.
You better come along with us.
It wasn't that Carson was being unreasonable. I mean, Robert had hired someone to do the job who couldn't do the whole job. And Carson, as captain, felt that was unfair on the rest of the crew.
Good morning, Mr. Bates. Welcome.
But what about over upstairs?
I keep telling you, I can manage.
Of course you can.
I mean, my favourite scene, I suppose, of the whole Anna and Bates story, really, remains the very first episode when she comes up with the tray.
Is that wonderful thing of a woman who loves a man respecting his dignity and knowing that a man has a certain kind of, that the idea of her seeing him cry would be too humiliating.
And he'd be diminished by it. And then that thing at the end, drops a card, let us know you're all right. It was they did it very well. I mean, it was very moving.
Drop us a line. Else I'll worry.
Well, we can't have that.
You've got Anna from the very moment. It's not like it's about lust or anything. It's not like, even though I think she thinks that it's particularly a physical attraction, but she sees this person and it's her own...
Oh, it's tenderness. We went in for romantic love and sort of tenderness and those are the kind of high points of our romantic histories, I think.
I wish you'd just come out with it.
With what?
Whatever it is you keep in secret.
The thing I remember is the feedback we were getting that people, it was that, I love you, Mr. Bates, but became an iconic line.